be seated. To all the family and friends of Zachary and Brittany, I welcome you here today aboard the Starlight Majesty to share with us as they pledge the vows of marriage which unite them in matrimony. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Zachary and Brittany, as you begin your life together, may your love for one another be as vast as the sea. Staying along its shore, promise there will never be a day to come without your love for each other. Pledge that you will be as faithful and dependable as the tides in the rising sun. Just as the sea nourishes and sustains life, may your constant love nourish and sustain each other until the end of time. And when the storms and turbulent waters of life assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships from time to time, remember to stay the course and focus on the happiness that you bring to each other. In this way, you can weather any storm that may momentarily block the sunshine in your lives. Always be confident that the love you share will eventually calm the waters and part the clouds, so that once again you will be blessed by the warm rays from above. Now I'm going to have you turn toward each other.
Okay.
Hold both hands. At this time, Zachary and Brittany have written vows they'd like to say to each other, and we're going to start out with Zachary first.
My dearest love, you have helped me through my sorrow days.
Don't cry. It's all the way down there. It's okay.
It's harder than it looks, guys. And protected my health in a motherly way. For this love, and on this day, I'd like to make a few promises to you. I promise to be your partner. In every sense of the word. I promise to be your husband, your nurse, and your protector, to keep you safe and healthy. I promise to be your motivator, as you tend to procrastinate. Finally, I promise to be the most loving husband and father I can possibly be. You're my best friend and my favorite person, my love, and now my wife. I cannot wait one more second to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
I love you. Oh man, it's gonna be rough. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Zach, we have gone through so much together. To be on this boat where we come every anniversary and where you proposed is so special. We have had countless tests. I'm right here, Carter. It's okay. No, we don't need help. You're okay. We have had countless tests in our relationship, and we always persevered. Ever since that day at McDonald's in Fort Myers when you got sick, met my best friend Stassi, and I met your mom and sister. I knew if this wasn't meant to be, I would have a great first date story. You are such a kind person who puts others above themselves. You're an amazing father to Carter and Milo. You have been an incredible friend, boyfriend, fiance, and now husband. I promise to always rub your back when you're feeling sad or sick, which is highly likely. I promise to attempt at playing video games and trying to kick your ass, and probably succeeding. I promise to support you on every endeavor you take. I promise to not get too many animals as we get more and more space. I promise to laugh with you at your jokes or at you if it's warranted. I promise to hold our family values extremely tight. I promise to only post bad photos of you only on some birthdays.
Okay.
As you know, that's partially my love language. Zach, I am so excited to become a Bloom. I will miss my Damiano last name. It's exciting because our own kids have your name before me. You are my rock, and I can't wait to see how far we grow. You are totally unique. I never understood what love was really like, but I felt it for the first time looking in your eyes. That's by my former first husband's One Direction. I love you. To being my forever, to being my forever love, to being my best friend, to being my father to our kids, and to being the kind soul to all. I can't wait to be your wife. Here's to us officially becoming the Blooms. Thank you.
Okay, continue to hold both hands here.
Yeah,
You can hold on.
I don't hold it, sorry.
Now, Zachary, do you take Brittany to be your wedded wife?
I do.
Not yet.
Oh, I got
Don't
excited.
jump the gun.
Yeah? Oh, it's okay.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor and respect her? Will you share all life has to offer, your hopes and dreams, your successes and disappointments with her from this day forward?
I do.
Okay, very good. Brittany, do you take Zachary to be your wedded husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and respect him? Will you share all life has to offer, your hopes and dreams, your successes and disappointments with him from this day forward?
I do.
Now as for the rings, can you open it? Okay, double.
So put the wedding band on first.
Now the act of giving and receiving rings reminds us that love itself is an act of giving and receiving. Now these circles are the natural symbols of enduring love. Okay, Zach. There you go. Put them in the order you need to. Put it on the very third finger of her left hand, on the very tip, and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I thee wed,
and offer this symbol
and offer this symbol,
of our everlasting love.
and offer this symbol of our everlasting love.
Okay, you may slide both the rings on. Okay, Brittany, place that on Zach's third finger of his left hand, and also repeat after me. With this ring, with this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I thee wed,
and offer this symbol
and offer the symbol
of our everlasting love.
of our everlasting love.
Okay, you may slide it on. Okay, continue to hold both hands there. Now, Zachary and Brittany have just sealed the relationship by the giving and receiving of rings. Now, this covenant is a relationship pledge between two people who agree that they will commit themselves to one another throughout their lives. The most beautiful example of this partnership is the marriage relationship. As you have committed here today to symbolize through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. Now, right behind me, one is representing you, Zachary, all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. And the other one behind me is Brittany's. It represents to you all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. Now, come forward and pour the sand.
You want to go first? You're more of the foundation of the family.
You can kind of go back and forth. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be.
You're getting greedy.
I know. I want to go on that side. Okay.
Okay, back at the same position you were at. Back this way, this way, this way.
Oh.
No, you're good. That's good. That's good. much as Zachary and Brittany have this day consented together in wedlock and have given and pledged their love to each other in the presence of this company by the authority vested in me and the laws of the state of Florida, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You now kiss your beautiful bride.